I just watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Um, I know Fnaf since 2018, like 5 years, and I also have been waiting for this movie for 5 years because I always looked if I could find a movie about it, but there never was one. Another is one, so like I've been waiting for a long time for this movie, and the movie, yeah, I just watched it. And Five Nights at Freddy's even is the reason why I started watching my currently favorite YouTuber. It's a German one, so you probably won't know him. But it's like a few people probably can relate if I tell you that you probably wouldn't have started to watch Markiplier if she never got into Fnaf. I was so into Fnaf in 2020 and 21 with also the gacha and ship stuff and all that stuff with like Michael and Ennard and that glitch trap and William stuff. I know it was cringe times, but like, so I'm a really big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. So I just watched the movie and this is my opinion on it. Um, so the movie itself, it's really cool. Um, I mean, it kinda is about the game, but like, it didn't follow the story from Five Nights at Freddy's, like, first game. It didn't follow the story at all. Like, there was no. There were no five nights that Mike had to survive, or like the animatronics attacking him and stuff like that. Instead, he had a sister and stuff like this. And it was barely about his job there. And they also didn't really get the story behind all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, like the Five Nights at Freddy's, where they didn't get it at all. So, like, Mike Schmidt was like not Michael Afton, and he was like completely stranger. And Abby was also made up character, and Garrett as well. What I find weird is that William kidnapped his brother, and that Officer Vanessa also was William's daughter because that was never a part of the story. And instead of surviving these 5 nights, he just went on, and his sister just became friends with the animatronics until they tried to stuff her into a suit that was so not a part of the game. What I really like though is that they actually the spring trap scene where like William gets spring locked, because that was also the scene that went pretty viral before the movie got released with that that everyone said they could traumatize their parents back. Really like that they actually added that to the movie. I just don't believe that the spring locks weren't hurtful to William because like there were no screams. It just went like oh shit, but he didn't like scream like the original voice lines. So that was pretty sad, and they also didn't show how Chris or Even or Cece, whatever you call him, and Elizabeth died. But they showed how William died. What I also find concerning is that he didn't die in the way that he died in the video game. So like it was like not a part of the story at all. And he also said his famous voice line, like the I always come back, but he just didn't say it like I always come back. He just said it like I always come back, like that. It wasn't like very special. And well, one thing I also liked about the movie is that in the credits scenes and credits they actually used sound of the Golden Thumbstone, I think. Yeah, with the we're waiting every night to finally move, like that stuff. That's what I really liked too. So like it had a few elements that I hoped for, but it didn't have to do anything with the story. They didn't even um make Mike bring down the plays and stuff like that. So that's pretty sad. So I'm really disappointed in that kind and of the story. No, but if you don't really know the game itself, you actually would like the film, I guess. So yeah, that was my opinion.